Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This channel, Elevated Science, is all about trying to learn various concepts of data science by practicing a lot of questions. This video is in continuation of the series where we're trying to learn Python while solving interview questions from top tech companies like Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google. If you're preparing for any of these roles, this is a great series to follow and build your concepts. So yeah, let's jump right in. In this video, we are going to solve this question on start at scratch regarding find the last record without limit or order by. This question has been asked in Google and Amazon interviews and it's a great question if you're preparing for data engineer, data scientist, BI analyst, data analyst, or ML engineer roles. Okay, the question reads, find the last record of the dataset without using limit or order by. Note the earliest records correspond to the earliest employee IDs. Okay, so we are given a data frame called worker and expected output is a pandas data frame where we have the last record, basically all the columns of the last record in the data frame called worker. So let's inquire about this data frame called worker. So it has 6 different columns: worker ID, first name, last name, salary, joining date, and department. And if we scrolled it down, right, so the last record of this is worker ID 12, first name Jay Patel, 85,000, 21st of March, and so on. So this is what we need to extract, but we do not need to use limit or order by. Okay, so what we can do is, we know that every row in a data frame has an index assigned to it. So this is index 0. Indexing in Python starts at 0. So index 0, 1, 2, and so on. So obviously, what would be the index of the very last thing in this case? So if the first row has an index 0, that means 1 minus 1, that is 0. The second row has index 2 minus 1, that is 1. So obviously the last row would be having 12 minus 1 is equal to 11. So index 11. So basically, if you generalize this thing, it is length of the data frame minus 1 is going to be the index of the last row, and that is what we want in this. So once that is clear, now how can we slice or keep only a certain row based on the index position? So there is a method in pandas called ilock. It is called index location, and another one is dot lock. So basically, lock and ilock are quite similar. They are used to slice data frames, but dot lock is label based and ilock is integer index based. So what we do is, since we just understood that we are going to keep rows based on the last index position, so we got that, hey, keep the worker dot ilock, and then in square brackets we need to write the last index. Now here you can see that, hey, there are 12 rows, so you can write 12 minus 1, that is 11 here. But obviously you need to generalize your solution. So how can you generalize it? Find the length of this data frame, so length of the worker, and subtract 1. That is going to give you the index of the last record. So in our case, there are 12 different rows. So 12 minus 1 is 11 is the index position of the last record. So now if I go ahead and run this, let's see what do we get in our output. So here we have everything that is required, but in a different format. Let me just try to see what is the type of this. Is this a pandas data frame or a pandas series? So if you look at it, it is a pandas series. So how can we convert it into a pandas data frame? Is basically have two square brackets. So now if I go ahead and run this, it is going to give us exactly the same thing. Now what we did here, there is a shortcut to it. The shortcut is, we just learned that, hey, the indexes start at 0, 1, 2, but there is another way. So if you start from the very bottom, indexes actually start from -1. This is also -1, -2, -3, and so on. So whenever you want to get the last record of something, instead of finding length of the entire data frame and subtracting 1, what you can do is you can replace this entire thing with -1. If I go ahead and run this, it is also going to give you the same thing. So you can adopt any of the method, but convention is to use -1 whenever you are going for the last record. So let me go ahead and submit this to pass all the test cases. So yeah, everything is green, and this is how we do it. So not a difficult question, but yeah, we have to learn something new in this case to solve this. Otherwise, if the question would not have mentioned do not use limit or order by, you can simply order it, right? Order by or use the dot rank function, etc. But in this case, we need to use the index location to slice it. So yeah, this is how we do it. Let me know if there's a better way or more efficient way to solve this question. Let the solution be in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.